Tonight on America, what the hell? While families bury the dead, the missile merchants are practically doing cartwheels in the boardroom.
That's right, every time the world explodes, somebody in a tailored suit starts flirting with a bigger bonus. We're talking about the war cash kings, the contractors who never miss a meal when a conflict breaks out.
Lockheed, Raytheon, General Dynamics, the usual crowd. If chaos had season tickets, they'd be front row. And the question tonight is ugly, simple, and necessary. When governments say, defense, are they protecting people, or feeding a money furnace with a flag taped to the side?
Let's start with the jaw-dropper. In 2022, the U.S. Defense Department got $816.7 billion.
That is not a budget. That is a golden fire hose spraying taxpayer money straight into the military-industrial jacuzzi.
And about $389.5 billion of that went to military contracts. Translation: a whole lot of public money took a limousine ride into private hands.
The biggest names? Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and General Dynamics, aka the Pentagon's favorite shopping mall. The Defense Department bought around $44.5 billion from Lockheed, $25.4 billion from Raytheon, and $21.5 billion from General Dynamics. Now let's talk about the dirty little secret nobody in a polished press room wants to say too loudly. War is misery for civilians and a growth sector for defense giants. After Russia invaded Ukraine, the U.S. poured $44.2 billion into military assistance. And every shipment abroad opened the cash register back home. In September 2022, the Pentagon rushed to replace weapons sent to Ukraine. Hundreds of millions for Javelins, Stingers, and HIMARS. Nothing says, support package, like a follow-up order with $1 billion aftertaste. Raytheon scored big on Stinger-related agreements. Lockheed did too. And HIMARS? Also Lockheed, of course. If conflict had a platinum rewards card, these people would already be in the airport lounge. And then comes Gaza, another humanitarian catastrophe, another round of weapons talk, another feeding frenzy around the supply chain. Because apparently tragedy now arrives with procurement paperwork. The reporting describes additional U.S. support tied to Israel's military operation, including requests involving missiles, artillery shells, night vision gear, bunker-busting bombs, and armored vehicles. That's not a shopping list. That's a nightmare catalog. Then there was a proposed $14.3 billion package, with billions aimed at missile defense, industrial support, military strengthening, and related security measures. So while civilians dodge rubble, somebody in a boardroom is refreshing the revenue forecast like it's fantasy football. And yes, the reporting also points to additional military equipment transfers and bomb assembly support. Because when the moral stain gets darker, the paperwork somehow gets faster.
Not everybody is clapping for this machine. No kidding. Protesters have been showing up outside contractor offices saying the quiet part out loud. These corporations profit from death. Demonstrations hit Lockheed facilities in Minnesota and Raytheon-linked sites in Arizona. Which makes perfect sense. If people believe bombs are being turned into bonuses, they're going straight to the source. And the moral accusation is blunt. Civilians suffer, children die, cities burn, and the contractors still get paid. Paid on time, too. Funny how efficiency always shows up when there's money to collect.
Here's the real heart of it. This system doesn't run on morality. It runs on contracts, influence, dependency, and a whole lot of patriotic wallpaper. Lockheed's own reporting made clear how dependent it is on U.S. government business. Which means this isn't some accidental side effect. This is the engine. And once an industry gets rich from endless conflict, peace starts looking terrible for quarterly earnings. That's the sickness. The more unstable the world gets, the more stable the money can become. A horrifying business plan, but hey, look at those margins.
So the next time some polished official says, defense, deterrence, or strategic necessity, check whether that sentence ends at a grieving family or a very cheerful shareholder. Because behind the speeches, the handshakes, and the patriotic graphics, there's a money trail thick enough to trip over. And if war keeps making billion-dollar winners, don't act surprised when peace never seems to get top billing. If you're tired of polished lies, patriotic cover stories, and billion-dollar war profiteering, hit subscribe, share this video, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Because the public pays the bill, so the public deserves the truth. That's tonight's story. Mean, ugly, and very expensive. Subscribe, share, and drop your take in the comments. Because if the public's paying the bill, the public better start reading the receipt.